In today's episode, Sunny and I race to the top of Glastonbury Tor trying to catch sunset, and then we spend our first ever night in a supermarket car park, which has to be my least favourite park up ever. On the drive up to Glastonbury, I got to meet the newest little member of our family. Oh, isn't he precious? Welcome to Glastonbury Tor, well at least the bottom of the climb to Glastonbury Tor. What a beautiful evening it is. It's been overcast and drizzly all day. Oh, good job, Sunny. But now the sun has come out and we're going to have the most beautiful sunset, and hopefully I'll make it to the top of the Tor. Finished? Before the sun actually sets. So let's just clear up somebody's poop and get on our way. Having a dog that pulls when you're going up a hill can actually be quite handy. Bless him. Oh my gosh, look at the trees. It's so pretty. Wow. Oh, I don't know that we're going to get there in time for the actual sunset, but who cares? I'm having a nice walk. And he's having a great walk. Lots of good puppy sniffs. This is the first glimpse of it. Glastonbury Tor. I was reading some of the history of this place. Oh my God, brutal. I'm going to do a voiceover so I get all my facts right and tell you a little story. Right, puppy, we can do this. Glastonbury Tor is a natural hill that rises majestically out of the floodplains of Somerset. Whilst nowadays there's only a single tower on top, there once would have been a church here too. If you remember my visits to Tintagel, where King Arthur was supposedly born, this hill is where he is believed to be laid to rest. It's also thought that Jesus came here, and this legend is the inspiration behind the famous William Blake poem, Jerusalem. There's also some pretty grisly history here too, where monks were hung, drawn and quartered, but I shall leave you to go and discover more about those tales if you so wish. And nowadays Glastonbury Tor, and in fact the entire surrounding area, are a magnet for those seeking spiritual peace and clarity. And honestly, if nothing else, it's a gorgeous walk with stunning views where on a clear day you can see for miles. What a gorgeous evening for it. Oh my gosh. More peas and a tour. Ow. And sciatica. I'm not sure that this twingy sciatica in my butt is going to let me walk up there. Got a horrible feeling it's the chair in Noodle, the driver's seat, because I haven't had sciatica for years. Oh, sunny sunshine. Anyway, stop talking. Got to get to the top of the Tor. Honestly, I think the sun has just gone down, so I think we've definitely missed the moment. But it's still beautiful. Oh my God, but my back is not happy. There's a helicopter circling high up there. I'm actually wondering if it's the air ambulance and they've got a reading on how much trouble my breathing is in. Bloody hell. But I haven't missed the sun. That's so cool. I might be half dead, but I made it in time for the sunset. How cool is that? And how cool are these views? with all the mad rush getting, or trying to get here at least, so we could get to the top of the Tor for sunset, which, for the record, we did achieve. Unfortunately, the sun had gone behind a little cloud bank, so unfortunately we didn't actually see it dip below the horizon, but we were there. We made it in time, and it was lovely, and it was really funny up there. There's some really funny characters. Well, there's some very funny characters full stop in Glastonbury. It's a very quirky place, and actually walking back down, I think we as in me and Sunny, I think we probably breathed in more weed than we did oxygen, if I'm honest. We've been giggling our whole way home. Unfortunately, that's not actually true, because the route that we took, the quickest route back from the top of the Tor back to the Morrison's car park where we were parked, involved walking along a main road, and of course by this point it was dark, and we've never walked on a busy road in the dark before. He was not happy, he did not like it, and every time a big truck or tractor, there was like a big cattle truck, a massive one, he just cowered. He got right down on the ground and freaked out, and it took us a long time to get back, a lot longer than Google Maps said it would, but we made it. He was a very brave boy. So this is my first supermarket camping / car park experience. I've heard on Park for Night that you can stay in the Morrison's car park in Glastonbury overnight. There are signs up, confusingly, signs up everywhere saying no more than 3 hours parking, but then a sign right next to it saying if you need more parking than 3 hours, then this is the code and download this app and stuff. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to give it a go. If we get woken up and moved on in the middle of the night, so be it. I'm sure we'll find somewhere else. But I'm up for it. I'm up for the adventure. So let's see how that turns out, shall we? Okay, I am all paid up. It cost me £3.50 to park for 24 hours. Plus a 53 pence like admin fee. So all in all, it's cost me £4 and 3 pence for 24 hours of parking, which is quite handy because I think tomorrow I want to go and have a little wander around Glastonbury town centre, and like it's a 5-minute walk from here. It's very, very close. I did walk through the part of town earlier when we were on our way to the Tor, but obviously I had the dog, it was really busy, and we were on a sunset schedule, so I couldn't stop and mooch in any of the shops. But bearing in mind that we've talked a lot about esoteric shops lately, like this is the mecca of the whole esoteric shop vibe. So for me not to go and have a mooch around town would be very, very silly. So I'm going to do that in the morning. And then I'm going to head off to Cheddar Gorge, which will be for your next video, and go and film up there too. And in case you're not from the UK, or perhaps you are from the UK and you just didn't know that, the town of Cheddar is where cheddar cheese comes from. You're welcome. Right, I've just eaten some highly nutritious scran for my tea. It's starting to get a bit chilly now. The Met Office app says it's going to be 2 degrees tonight in Glastonbury, which is chilly for the UK. Holy moly. I just spoken to Johnny back home. It's going to be 7 tonight apparently. But yeah, 2 degrees here in Glasgow. So luckily I've brought my winter sleeping bag because brrr. So I've just taken the dog out for a pee and I'm just wandering around. I'm not really happy with where I parked. So I've moved once, but I still don't know that I like where I'm parked. It's so weird parking in a supermarket, especially because they lock the gates. I feel really a little bit weird about that. Like if anything does happen, I can't get out. I mean, nothing's going to happen, but I don't know, it just feels a bit weird. There's a big motorhome parked here. I know it's silly, and I know those of you that do this regularly are laughing at me, but it feels really weird. Is it normal for them to close supermarket car parks? And do you still stay in them, even when they lock the gates? I've just told Johnny that they lock the gates. He's like, I wouldn't like that. I'm like, no, I don't really. There's a great big van parked up over there, but that's just parked up on the side of the street. I mean, that's another option. Don't know, feeling very weird about this. Well, we've just done security patrol, haven't we? We've just been around the car park. Again, I feel really strange about it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not comfortable about this at all. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to stay. I mean, what's the worst thing that happens? I have to phone the police. It's not going to come to that, is it? And honestly, if anyone tries to do anything, he is going to go ballistic. But I'm going to sleep in my clothes. I'm just going to... I'm going to prepare to not have a great night. But it's all right. Sonny's got my back. He has just shouted at everybody that he saw in the car park just then. So he ain't going to let anyone get in here and hurt his mama. I think he's all a bit highly strung from that walk back from the tour. So there, I'm going to make that coffee now. Finally got the gas on, and I'm going to sit here and edit a video. And I guess I'm probably going to have an early night. I guess I'll let you know during the night if anything untoward happens. I feel really silly for feeling like this, but I feel like this, so there we go. Right, stop me waffling, drink some coffee, girl, that will help. I figure because I'm feeling a little bit anxious that I'm probably best off not having another coffee. Instead, I'm going to have some chamomile. Chamomile is a mild nervine, which means that it calms the nervous system. Yes, it helps people sleep, but it also has a much more overall calming effect, and I think that's probably what I need tonight. Not to be ramped up with my favourite. You're too rampy uppy for me tonight, my friend. Well, I'm still feeling very weirded out about being in this car park, but it's now 9:30 and I'm just going to go to sleep and then wait for it to be tomorrow. And hopefully my little fluffy security system doesn't get activated during the night. Anyway, I'll see you in the morning. Fingers crossed. Good night. Just to let you know that I'm alive and that we made it through the night here at Morrison's in Glastonbury. Somebody wants his breakfast and he is working damn hard for it. Anyway, stop telling people off. They're allowed to be here. So we're going to feed the puppy, obviously. And then we're going to go and have a little wander. And then we're going to head off to our next video. Stop grumbling at people. Honestly, it's a supermarket, mate. They're allowed to be here. Anyway, I just wanted to dock in with you all to let you know that I made it through the night. It wasn't brilliant, if I'm honest. There was 2 blokes that were drunk/high as kites. I have no idea which. And they weren't, I don't think they were fighting, but they were shouting and swearing and telling each other off, shall we say. Relatively close to that in the supermarket car park. And I think I'm parked at entirely the wrong end. I did drive around last night twice, trying to find the best park up here. And there's quite a lot to think about. Like, I need to reverse into a hedge because I've got a big sticky out tow bar thing and step. And that way I can squeeze a bit smaller into a parking space. I don't obviously want to be right next to the shop. I want to be away from it. I want it to be pretty level because I'm not going to put the chocks under the van while I'm parked in the supermarket. So I didn't find the best park up. Definitely not. And if I had to stay here tonight, I would definitely move to the other side. I'm parked over the side where the cash point machine is, and yeah, it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. But I made myself stay, even though I really didn't want to. I really wanted to leave last night. And I was talking to Johnny, of course, he's back home in Cornwall, and I'm like, I don't like here. I've not got a good vibe. I'm not feeling happy about this park up. And he's like, well, just leave. I'm like, yeah, I could. That is an option. Well, at least I could up until 11 o'clock. But I wanted to do it. I wanted to just go with it. I mean, what's the worst that happened? I had a bad night's sleep. So, job done. I can now tick that off my list. I have officially slept in a supermarket car park. I don't know that that's a badge of honour, but right now it kind of feels like it should be. Anyway, keep an eye out on the website if you wanted to order any leather goods for Christmas. There's only, I don't know when this video is going out. The shop drop happens today. The next one I think is like the 20-something of November, and that's the last one before Christmas, but it will be open for a week. So if you wanted to snag any of my leather goodies for Christmas presents, then please go keep an eye on the shop. And me and Sunny are going to say ta-da for now, and we'll see you in the next one. Mwah! Peace. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so Mum can buy me lots more chicken feet. Bye.